before. The motion I have is that, Mr. Speaker, we adjourn consideration of this matter and discuss a matter of definite public importance. The CDF has just announced that he has deployed our military in South Sudan to protect the capital. And you know, Mr. Speaker, that deployment can only happen with the approval of Parliament. So the motion is that you adjourn debate on this matter, Mr. Speaker, and I raise this matter. The good thing, we have the Minister for Defense here. We also have a UPDF representative. And the Minister of Defense, a very good lawyer, was my chair in the Committee on Legal, to tell us how this deployment has been done in total violation of the Constitution. That's the motion, Mr. Speaker, I am seeking to move.
Well, interesting motion, but Honorable, I don't know whether you got this news when you were here or earlier on, because 64.2 requires that you write to the Speaker 2 hours before plenary begins, or if it is extremely urgent and where you have to satisfy the Speaker, then, you know, I have to consider very many issues at stake. I do believe this indeed is a critical matter, but which can be discussed on another day. Okay.
Mr. Speaker, I agree with you that I have to satisfy you, because this matter is also a security matter. Deployment of a national army cannot be casually done. That's why in the Constitution, it must be done with the full authority of Parliament. And even if it is deployed for 1 hour, Mr. Speaker, if it may please you, you can appoint another time. And then we have, maybe if you allow, the Minister of Defense can give us a 5 minutes status report, and then you present, you give us an opportunity to be briefed properly on this matter, because an announcement on all now international media, Uganda is there as having deployed the military to protect the capital of South Sudan. And because now this is an international story, you can't prolong it further than maybe tomorrow. So I beg you, Mr. Speaker, to allow, if the Minister of Defense can brief us, and then we can have it raised formally on a date and time that you have appointed.
Thank you. Now, Honorable, I will not allow a matter because it's an international story. I will allow it because it is I can only allow it because it's critical. But let me first get from Minister of Defense. Do you have anything you want to say on this? Have you deployed nowhere before can rule on the matter, Honorable Minister?
Right, Honorable Speaker, I was following a motion that was being considered, listening attentively to the debate that had just issued. Whatever Honorable Ssemujju is saying, you see, as a journalist, he could access information that me as a lawyer may not be able to access. Because me as a lawyer, information has to be very formal. I don't rely on social media. That's the difference between the two professional bodies.
So,
but this Parliament, I'm not aware of any formal communication that has been made.
Thank you. So, yes, because of that, now it becomes difficult for me to put a question on this motion. Yes. Now, Jonathan, you want to support him in satisfying me?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. With due fairness to the Minister, but also without prejudice to the submission of Honorable Ssemujju, if it is true, it is a serious matter. And like I mentioned, let the government show us that they're actually working. This would not be something difficult for the Minister to verify if there is a government running. And since it's a very important matter, and you know under Section 39, I believe, deployments outside the country for peacekeeping missions can only happen with the approval of Parliament. That is in the law. It even goes to say that if Parliament were in recess, Parliament would be recalled and constituted for that purpose. So since it's an urgent matter, and the government seems to be in control, unless they are saying they are not in control of this particular CDF, that he can actually deploy without the knowledge of government. The Minister can verify this information and bring it here, because it has implications in terms of resources. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah. So, honorable colleagues, you know, this is a Minister of Defense, okay? When a Minister of Defense, no, there is a Minister of Defense, deployment of that nature, I'm very sure a Minister of Defense should be involved, because in the end, he's the one who will come and report here in Parliament. Now, when the Minister has come and says he has not participated in any meeting, okay, authorizing deployment or confirming deployment, now it becomes very difficult. But Honorable Minister, like Honorable Jonathan Odur has said, in case you've done that, or you're planning to do that, please follow the law, come here in Parliament and update us, and then you seek for the support which you would expect from Parliament to give to you. Honorable Minister?
Just to give a benefit of doubt, like I said before, the deployment, unless could have happened when I'm here. So I will have to verify and inform the House.
Yeah, sure.
I think that would be comforting my good friend from Kira Municipality.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I agree with your guidance. And like the Honorable Jonathan said, sometimes we sympathize with you. The other day when JAT was deployed, police said they don't know them. The spokesperson of the media said we don't know JAT. The CDF thanked them for a job well done. Then the spokesperson of the media had to come the following day to own them. So we sympathize with you, but we have a duty to account to the country. But I will take your guidance, Mr. Speaker. We wait for the lawyer. Lawyers, as he said, they take long to learn things. For us, we learn them as they happen.
Thank you. I can see the different professionals clashing on how effective they are in terms of executing.
For the record, and further readers, future readers of the Hansard, they may wonder whether there was a lawyer in the House when Honorable Ssemujju was making that serious allegation. How we take long to learn. It is well known, and here with due respect, the difference is there. We verify, we need proof, so that we are sure of what we are talking about. But journalists can make anything, and that is Ssemujju for you.
Honorable Ssemujju, there is no one on the floor. Thank you. I've been reminded that lawyers run for 5 years, journalists for 3 years. So maybe that's a difference. Okay, thank you. Let's resume the debate. Honorable Seno.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to join, first of all, in appreciating the committee for, I think, a very good report, well researched and also well submitted.